Hello, everybody. We are back for another Minecraft Monday. Yeah, we're back today, ready to get back on the grind. Please let me know if any of the audio is a little funky today. I am a little bit late because my computer decided to update without telling me, and you guys know how often Windows updates mess up my audio. But it should be good, hopefully. Let's not start coconut with coconut mall. Let's do something else. There we go. Okay. So on my screen, it says that the audio is good. Again, let me know if it's not. But anyway, so I got some ideas on what to do. Your volume is good. Music is good. Fantastic. Also, guns out. Did you like the video on Friday? I'm decently happy with where it is. A new version of Java. I will let you know nothing. Hey, Dreams. Missed you, bestie. I gotta grow some more of these, so I'm gonna need a bunch of... Nope, we don't have any of that. Perfect. I loved your crap talk video. Yeah, I was actually both excited and nervous for it because I was like, people are going to hate this. You're not a pain in the rear. Don't say that. Don't say that. But I was a little nervous. I was like, I think that this is going to go bad, and the response has been actually kind of good. I don't want to, like, take... You released a video? Good one. I've been talking about this video for, like, months, if not, like, multiple months. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to say that I'm, like, saying what people have been thinking, but I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, I hated that too. And we're just, like, waiting for someone else to say it. View is good and touched on topics that normal print tubers never talk about. Thank you. That was the main reason that I originally wasn't going to make a video, because I was like, not because I didn't have issues. Like, I have issues with all my printers, but I look at my videos or all of my content as, to a certain extent, I see a gap in YouTube. Either be it really small, really big. Ace isn't a print tuber, he's a VTuber. Yeah, exactly. That's what he's saying. I'm a VTuber. But I think that when people talk about bamboo, there are people that rightfully complain, just like there are with Creality, Elegoo, Anycubic, any of those companies. People rightfully complain when things aren't good. But I think the difference is not that there was a wealth of issues with the A1, but that there were specific issues that I had never heard anybody else talk about. And that's why... And I don't know if it really got summed up in the video, but that was the reason that I made the video, is I was like, there are some specific issues that I don't feel anybody else has talked about. And that was the main reason that I made my video. Yippee. Like, the time-lapse thing, I've never heard anybody mention the time-lapse thing. And, like, the colors on the AMS screen, I've never heard anybody mention that either. And so I was like, I have these issues with this printer that I've never heard anybody else, like, complain about. And I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it. Because I've wanted to throw my K1 through a window. I think it was rushed and kind of crappy. But I'm not... There's nothing new that I have to add to that conversation, so I didn't think it was as important for me to make a video about it. Ace doesn't know anything about 3D printing. He's all talk. Do you watch Engineer Raised in Kingston? Are you the engineer raised in Kingston? I'm actually not familiar with that guy. Speaking of which, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Hope you wore green. I always am wearing green, so I didn't have to worry about it. There's that one Irish YouTuber content creator, TikToker. What do you call him? I'm gonna call him a content creator that does like woodworking. Oh my gosh, his videos are so good. I know this is gonna sound. He's a machinist, engineer, all-around funny YouTuber. I'll have to look into him and see. I can't remember if we talked about this on the last stream, Guns Out, so I apologize, but I saw a guy who 3D printed a CNC machine, and I was like, oh, man. The linseed oil. So yeah, no, it was good to also get some of that stuff off my chest because I don't like to I don't mind complaining. I was talking to Zombie about this. I don't mind complaining on a stream because a stream is more of a conversation with like friends or mutuals or whatever you want to call it. But a video is something that you want to watch to get something out of. Either entertainment or in 3D printing, most of the time people watch it to get information. And so I don't really like being negative in videos just for the sake of being negative. I don't think it makes an entertaining video. Yeah, we're friends! Yes! And when you come to East Coast Rep Rap, we can get Arby's together. We did, and I don't care. I really like talking about machines and machining, but I'm just a nerd. Parasocial friends, exactly. Hi, Orchid. I like the new profile picture. Who made it for you? Did you commission it or did fan make it? Oh, I got a DM. Go to the DM. Go to the DM. Okay. More like pair of social relations, yeah. Sorry, I was reading a text and was not at all looking at chat. Commission from a really great artist. Ooh. Well, that's nice. I've been wanting to commission. There's an artist that does 3D models. And then I could do like a 3D model instead of my 2D VTuber model. But I don't have a lot of money to be thrown around. I want it really bad, though. Artsy skilled creators. I'm gonna... Yeah. I was just asking my sister to make all my art because I don't have enough money to commission like all my thumbnails, so I have to use the same picture in every thumbnail. Actually, I drew most of my thumbnails myself, aside from my main model that Gigi has drawn, and the, ironically enough, the Fruit Mountain stream. Those are the only times that I've ever had Gigi draw the pictures for a thumbnail. Every other one has been myself. And then the little guy that I used for like a year, that was, Gigi did some fan art of me and Kirby playing, what's it called? My in-house artist doesn't do digital. Ooh. Is your in-house artist, like a family member, like one of your kids, or is it yeah, that's what I want. That's what I thought. I was right. If Gigi was here, she'd be like, "Oh, they should go for digital cuz digital's growing, I know." Where is that Hoven humanoid hiding? She's really good as long as you want it to be a pen and paper version of a bird. Hey, everybody's got to have their niche, right? Oh, no, no. No, I need... Then it's the stripped on top. Can we bully Kirby into coming back online? No. I don't know if Kirby will ever come back. If I'm being frank. Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath. We'll see. I'll always welcome him, but I just think... I don't think it's really in the cards anytime soon. I don't know, though. Maybe he'll surprise me. You're not Frank, you're Liam. He got me! I got so angry at myself. I was talking with Zombie the other day, and I slipped up and used my real name because I was telling a story about myself. And I was like, come on, dude. God. Darn it. I was telling my story, and I'm like, so my coach was like, Liam? And I was like, damn it. Okay. If I run out of wood while I'm doing this could be so sad, but I'm probably going to. I was kind of in a Mario mood because this weekend my sister and I played. One day I'm going to guess the name right. I mean, you already know what it is, so that's kind of not fair, but yeah, one day you will. You'll run out of names to guess, and people will be like, oh, it's the only name left. I'm pretty sure you... Josh. Josh just said it. Because he used to only call me by my real name. And I was like, dude, why? And he was like, oh, well, that's your name, right? And I was like, no, Ace is my name. Yeah, you've already said it. No. Ace is your name, Canon. Yeah, well, so my name is Ace when I'm Ace Gamer, but when I'm not Ace Gamer, I'm... this is my secret, sorry, I was reading a DM. Cynthia's DMing me even though she knows that I'm streaming. No, so Ace is my, like, superhero name. It's like you wouldn't ask Spider-Man to tell people that he's Peter Parker. Jack, or Queen. I'm a little nervous about that, but we'll see how it looks. Yas, Queen. The roof is kind of giving skull. Well, when it's finished, hopefully it will look less like a skull and more like a roof. True. Okay, perfect. These are kind of thick trees, which makes farming them a little bit easier. It's so funny. I've been watching this other indie VTuber, and I'm in her Discord, and I've been talking with people. And today she was talking about like what she does as like her job, or sorry, yesterday. I watched it today because I'm a VOD watcher. I don't like watching streams live. Anyway, she got talking about her profession, and she talked about you know, like what she does for work, and I was like, I talk about it a little bit, but I don't go into detail about like the stuff that I do very often on stream, and I was like, that's kind of fun that she's doing that. Like that she's open with what she does. She streams more about like what she actually does for work, which I don't. It's funny because I was talking to Josh, Recreator Josh, and he was under the impression that my research was 3D printing because I knew so much about 3D printing. And I was like, no, I do not research 3D printing at all. I'm not even close. I research like water security. This is like not even close. Anyway, she was talking about pickles on stream, and I made a comment in her Discord about the fact that pickles are healthier nowadays than they used to be, because pickles used to use sodium chloride as the salt to make them, you know, salty. But nowadays they use calcium chloride because it makes the pickling process quicker. Oh no, what? Lies? No. Anyway, calcium chloride salt is a little bit healthier for you. I don't get it though. Yeah. Yeah. They're just generally good for your body. See, it's so interesting. Like once you get into chemistry, you realize how funny like people calling certain things dangerous are. A strongly alkaline solution. Oh, you're talking about like, okay, all right. Yeah. Now, do you know why it's alkaline? It's because of the hydroxide. Right? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Alkaline is just high pH, right? Yeah, having a pH greater than 7 is... Yep, because it's basic, so it's the hydroxide in potassium hydroxide. Anyway, so... I always forget all the different like shorthands that they use to describe this stuff. Oh wow, I'm already at 2 stacks. But anyway, I've got 2 fun facts about calcium for you. So now they use calcium chloride, which is better for you than sodium chloride is. It's kind of funny that we talk about a lot of people talk about water hardness as being an issue where like their water's too hard, but then pickles are good for you because they have calcium chloride in them. But calcium is the thing that makes water hard. Calcium and magnesium normally in water that you would drink. So it's very funny when we talk about chemicals in different scenarios. They're both good and bad. Like calcium's good for us, but if you have too much of it, you have hard water, and it's like not fun to shower in or stuff like that. Which is very interesting. Anyway, so to my fun fact here. So back in the day, at theaters, they used to use. Actually, hold on. I'll take another step back. So everybody in the chat knows what chalk is, right? White chalk. You drive on you could use it on the driveway to make pictures, stuff like that. Toured wastewater treatment plants. Has taps with different water hardness levels so they can test their tea. That's funny. That's so funny. They also import hard water. That makes sense. That's why dishwashing pods will sometimes, if you have really soft water and you use dishwashing detergent pods, they'll leave like a little chalky residue that's unused soap because they add more soap because the soap will interact with the hardness in the water and thus not actually clean your dishes. So to balance that, they take a weighted average of water hardnesses across the country, and that's what they use for dishwashing pods in America. I'm guessing they do a similar thing in the UK, but I don't know if the average is different because I don't live in the UK. So yeah. Anyway, so chalk is calcium carbonate. Honing in on that calcium piece. That's what chalk is. Also, when you eat a Tums or an antacid tablet, that is also calcium carbonate. You eat it and the calcium and the carbonate turn into two ions, and the carbonate is basic. And so it will neutralize the acid in your stomach, which is why it's an antacid. Anyway, so back in the day, they would put the chalk in like big lamps, and they would heat it with like really hot fire. And what that would do is it would cause the calcium carbonate to release a CO2 molecule, and it would become lime or CO. Or CaO, calcium oxide. And it emits a very, very bright light when that happens. That is why they would call it basking in the limelight. I'll give you a second to go. I don't live in the UK either. Apparently I'm Swedish. You should have just forgotten about that. What would CaCa be? You couldn't have a molecule be CaCa CaCaO. You just wouldn't write that. If I stuttered. Chocolate? Is this a joke or like am I missing the point? Am I taking this too literally? I'm taking this. Oh, it's cocoa. Okay. I was too focused on that not being wrong in my science. Because I'm always nervous that somebody's going to call me out and be like, actually, Ace. Aw, man. I didn't mean to do that. Actually, Ace, you're wrong. And then I'd be like, no. Bully the chemistry nerd. See, I'm okay with that. I was telling a friend of mine, I've gotten more comfortable as a graduate student than I was ever as an undergrad student, because now I can just be authentically myself. Whereas when I was in undergrad, I had to kind of mask my, I guess we'll say, nerdiness. I don't want to, but that's what everybody in chat will say. Because I didn't want to be the nerd in the back of the class. I was like, wow, guys, actually. I don't know. I just really like learning and knowing things. And I like helping other people learn that stuff too. I think that's why I want to be a professor or a teacher. But anyway, that's besides my point. But now that I'm a graduate student, I can just be a passionate graduate student instead of being a nerd, which is awesome. Speaking of grad students, have to be... See, that's what I'm saying. Like, now, instead of being a, like, weird nerd, I'm just a graduate student. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, he's just a graduate student. So, like, that's why he's like that. People are like, oh, you're like doing stuff, you're changing the world instead of being that weird kid with trivia facts in the back of the classroom. It's like, yeah, see, I've gotten to my final form. My favorite thing is being wrong because then I learn stuff. True. I also like learning stuff because then I can take it and share it with others. I think my favorite part of learning new things is the idea of, if I learn it really well, I can then teach others about it. And I know what it feels like to know shit. So when other people know shit, it's like, I know how good that feels when I know stuff. It's like this indescribable feeling. If you're the smartest person in the room, then you're wrong. Fair point. I think everybody... I don't want to go too much into this because I don't think it's necessarily political, but I don't believe... It's been kind of challenging recently, but I don't believe that there's such thing as a smart or a dumb person. Just a person with a level of knowledge in a topic, and then a person willing to expand their knowledge of a certain point. So you could sit me in a room with a bunch of high schoolers, and there could be some that are smarter than me on a topic, you know. I'll use a bad example just because it's funny and I want to be entertaining. But when I'm in a room with high schoolers, they know a lot more about Fortnite than I do. So, you know, it's just a difference of intelligence. Now, there are some people that really push my beliefs on that topic, and it's very sad. But that's life, I guess. You take the good with the bad. That's why I think the trades are so important. Ace knows more about Riz than me. Couldn't have said it better myself. You heard it here, first here, folks. I gotta get that as a tattoo. Ace knows more about Riz than I do. Banger comment. A Minecraft Monday? Yeah. I know. It's crazy. I think I'll be shifting to Minecraft Monday from now on. Tuesday was never a day that was really great for me, and now I can just move to Mondays. This is why I think this is why I don't think that Kirby will come back, because Kirby... we moved Minecraft to Tuesday originally because Tuesday is his day off. But now that Kirby isn't at Minecraft Tuesday anymore. I'm kind of like, well, maybe I could get away with. Would that be speaking in third person or another dimension echoing across? What? Is my audio messed up? I'm kidding. I know my audio's not messed up. I'm just not getting the joke. Crap. I'm thinking of taking these out, but this is going to take so much. The Riz tattoo. Oh, yeah. Imagine being confident of that. I bought the Frontier Justice last night. Good shotgun. Why did you buy a gun, dude? Just get it as an unlock. I have no money yet. I spend money on guns in TF2 when they drop for free. Do you know any of the Gen Alpha slang like Ches? When are you going to make a spoon to go with the fork you made? Fork. Which fork? That was one of the tridents that I did, right? I apparently I know a lot of Gen Alpha slang because I was talking to at Rep Rap last year. Bleh. At Rep Rap last year, oh my gosh, Rain said I speak way too young for how old I am. The chances of a Frontier Justice drop are very rare. The only NG drop I got was the Wrangler. So there's two things there. The Frontier Justice is an achievement weapon, so you can get it if you just get the achievement that it drops. The second thing, if you play on actual maps, not just bot maps, you will get, I believe it's 10 free weapons a week. So your chances of getting those weapons go up a lot. Yeah, I am 19. I'd have to hear it in context to really know. Slang words are really hard to understand when you when they're just typed out. Like chuzz. Chuzz is one where it's like when that's spelled out, it makes no sense, but you say it verbally, and you're like, oh, I know what that is. The last drop I got was the direct hit. Great weapon, by the way. You play casual, so then you should be getting way more drops. Again, I believe the drop rates are 10 a week, but I'd have to check. I haven't played in a while. I play much more offline practice because the amount of annoying snipers in 2 Fort. Don't play on 2 Fort. But every time you play offline practice, you can't get any drops. When Ace doesn't want to fly home with his Elytra, he drops from the sky. Yeah. I just go and crash into the ground. Let me look it up real quick. Every time I play, I get at least 3 weapons in one gaming session. Players are guaranteed to find items at regular intervals of 30 to 70 minutes with an average interval of 50 minutes. The system has a cap on the amount of playtime in which drops can occur. The cap has been estimated to be about 10 hours each week. Playing beyond the cap will not yield additional items. Okay. So, if you play 10 hours a week, you'll get the max amount of stuff. It has to be a VAT-connected server. It has to be a drop-enabled server, so it can't use external programs. You're only running one instance of the game, and it's not in text mode. And you only, I mean, you know this, but you only get them on death. But that's how you get items in TF2. I think I used this song in a video. I think I used it in like my rap video or something like that. I logged into a stream last week for the first time since 2021. Oh, logged into Steam. Oh, okay. What happened in 2021? For some reason, some of my messages never load. What messages? You mean the ones that you're sending in my chat right now? Ah, shit. That's weird. Somebody's banned. Not in TF2, no shot. I'm free to play. Nothing happened in 2021. I just don't play video games. Tinkercad is my video game. Okay, but the games are fun. So like, yeah. Ah, rats. Oh, I got it. Ah, yes. Sweet. I feel like I made this house too big. It should have been smaller. Imagine getting a golden frying pan from a casual drop. You can't get the golden frying pan from a casual drop. You can only get it from Man vs. Machine. I actually have an Australian weapon. I have the Australian Tommy Slob, I believe. Ruin the video games economy one stream at a time. Well, if I can get my buddies together, I'll do a MVM stream. MVM is so much fun. Ace of Spades. I haven't played Ace of Spades in forever. That is a deep cut. And the market. What do you mean by and the market? Too bad you need a ticket to play MVM. Yeah, that's true. When they go on sale on Marketplace, I buy like 15 of them all at once. So then I don't have to worry. I've never played. I have a 4-pack of licenses. I used to play Ace of Spades back in the day. It's like TF2 but Minecraft. It's not that great. How'd you get a 4-pack of licenses for that game? So, Guns Out told me what he thought of my video. I don't expect Orchid to watch it because it's a 3D printing video. Dreams, what did you think of the video? Magica. I've not played that since 2017. I mean, it should say on there when the last time you played it was. The game I'm playing on Wednesday, I haven't played since August, so... been a couple months. Ooh. You can buy a golden frying pan on the marketplace, even though... Yeah, no. You can buy any Australian weapon on the marketplace, but that doesn't mean it's a drop. You're just buying it. I didn't get a notification. I've legit not watched it. Oh, yeah, I dropped my A1 review on Friday. It's my longest video. It's definitely not the video I put the most effort into, though. I think that still goes to the Ender build. That one took a long time to do. I think the thing about this video that I struggled with was just the... I'll do a live react video. Oh, gosh. Yeah, watch the Dreams reacts to Ace Gamer's A1 review. What I meant is you can get a frying pan in 2 ways. Yeah, I guess, but that's like saying I can get a mansion 2 ways. I can win it in a contest or buy a mansion. It's like, I mean, I guess you're not wrong. It's just... The 3 ways you can steal it. 4 ways. What are you thinking? What's your... I'm interested to hear. What's your 3rd way? He left it in a will. It's just stealing, but it's legal stealing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Guys, I'm unsubbing to Ace Gamer. He said that being left stuff in the will is just stealing with extra steps. That's what the banks do after you default on a mortgage. Can I put my golden frying pan up as collateral on my house? Or on my business? Sorry. Yes, it is tradable, but I would categorize that in the same vein as buying it. Hey, if somebody's out there and has a golden frying pan and wants to give it to me, I'll make a video about it. You can't inherit a Steam account. But you can gift the item to another account. So I think you could use it as collateral. Because I think it would be viewed similar to like a cryptocurrency. Would be my guess. Because it's a digital asset. So if people can leave cryptocurrency like in a will, I think you can leave a golden frying pan in the will. This is a good question. Can I leave people my TF2 inventory in my will? Or better yet, could I put it up as collateral if I'm investing in my business? Ow. What's the best engineer shotgun? Really depends on the playstyle that you have. I'd have to check which I use. If you're doing man versus machine, it's the Rescue Ranger for sure. Not even a contest. And actually, I could go over the whole loadout for NG. Wrench, it really doesn't matter what wrench you use. They basically all work the same. I wouldn't use the one with the spikes on the end. That if you miss, you hit yourself. That one's not great. I think I used the Jag, if I remember correctly. Then you use Wrangler and then the Wrangler, and then I don't know the names of these guns. Hold on, let me pull up the TF2 wiki. I would say no, you can't leave items in with someone who isn't you. Would need to log into your account, which would be against TOS for account sharing. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I would argue, though, that it's a digital asset, like a cryptocurrency. Awesome. The TF2 wiki is not loading. The site is experiencing technical difficulties. Man, I just have the... Oh, here we go. Let's go to engineer. Weapons. Okay, so there's the Frontier Justice. That's the one you're rocking. No, it isn't. Experiencing tech. If you're experiencing technical difficulties, you need our today's sponsor. I bought the Gunslinger along with the... Dude, I'm telling you, do not buy weapons. Just wait for them to drop. I'm telling you, it is the biggest scam. Do not buy gray weapons. It's not worth it. If you want to buy strange weapons, fair enough. If you want to buy genuine weapons, fair enough. Do not buy gray weapons. It is such a scam. This weapon has a kill taunt. That's right. Oh, it's the gun that kind of sucks, but it has revenge crits. It's okay. It's not bad. Widowmaker is the one that uses metal. Damage dealt is returned as ammo. It's all right. There it is, the Thompson. My favorite's the Thompson, if I'm being real. I buy vintage weapons. I still wouldn't buy them. It's just a scam. Just wait for them to drop and get them naturally. It's just not worth it. Yeah, I like the Thompson, although I don't play NG very often. And then I use the Rescue Ranger when I'm playing MVM. What the heck is the Capper? I didn't even know that was a weapon. The Geiger counter? Oh, it's just a reskin of the Wrangler. The Wrangler, the Short Circuit. Wrangler's normally what I go, or standard pistol. I buy sandwiches. Do taunts drop, or am I stupid? Taunts do not drop. You can only get them if you buy them, or if you get them from crates. I would buy them from the Manco, or not from the Manco store. I would buy them from like marketplace.tf or scrap.tf or something like that. Because otherwise you're going to have to pay Valve a bajillion dollars for each emote. I think right now the Krotsky kick is like $15 or something like that in the Manco store, but its market value is only like $7. I don't know. I really dislike the Manco store. I think you can also buy them through the Steam Workshop, like the Steam store. Although that one's a little... If you're going for the cheapest option, Marketplace is going to be the cheapest, I believe. I used this in my Henya video. I remember that one. I'm only at 22. God, these take so long to farm. Yeah, the Steam Marketplace. That's what I'm talking about. Bum, 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 ba-da. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I don't think my last message loaded. It might be auto-modding it, depending on if you're saying something that... Or maybe you think you're tapping the send button, but it's not. I don't know. It's not a... I don't think it's a glitch on my end. It's probably a YouTube glitch. Hold on. I want to check how much a vintage... now you got me curious. I used to be a guru on the market, but now I don't know it as well. Market. There we go. But I went to the marketplace.tf and it said I needed $1 in my cart for checkout. Went to the checkout and it said I needed 5. I don't know what the issue is there. Sorry. But like here, the unusual version of the Yeti punch is $6 on the Steam Marketplace. So let's see if I can just search taunt. Doesn't have to be unusual. Excuse me. So, oh, unusual fire? I didn't even know that was a thing. That's very interesting. So you can get an unusual fire that turns the taunt into an unusual taunt. That's cool. So batting 1,000 is 420. I think it's Krotsky. There it is. The Krotsky kick unusual is $20, but on marketplace.tf I think it's like £5 or something like that. Okay. Good there. I think I'm good. I can always just come back and get more bone meal. My mom wants me to get a gift card anyway because she thinks Steam is unsafe. You mean like get a Steam gift card? Because if that's the case, I don't put my credit card into Steam either. I buy everything with a Steam gift card. I don't think I needed 40 stairs. I probably should have made those. Oh. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Steam is safe if you don't get socially engineered. Oh no. Alright, I need planks. Okay. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. This should help with the skull look that Orchid was talking about. Oh, that looks beautiful. I love that. That's glorious. Okay. Anyone can fall for anything. That's true. I ended up buying an A1. Social engineered. Put engineer gaming. Wait, what taunts do I have? I'd have to look at my inventory, but I have a lot of scout ones. I have a lot of old head ones, too. Ones that are only, like, really interesting if you're old, like me. Back in the day, before the Krotsky one came out, the Conga was really big, so I have the Conga. What other ones do I have? I'd have to look at my Steam inventory. Boston Border. See, they've added a lot of taunts. Back in the day used to be like there were like 3 taunts in the whole game, so they were way cooler. Now there's like so many taunts. Oh, so yeah, I have a strange Australian Tomislav. I got really lucky. I got the drop. I believe it's like a 1 in 40 odds or something like that. Steam is acting a little stinky today. It's not letting me look at my inventory. I'd have to straight up launch TF2 to find it, I think. Let's see. I have a lot of crap I don't use. Okay. Krotsky Kick was added in 2015. I told you, I played in like 2011. I have the Conga, the High Five, the Director's Vision back from when I made videos, Batted 1000, and the Deep Fried Desire. I got a bucket of chicken. I think that one I unboxed. And with the batted one. This is a bucket. Same episode, but different line. You're close. Every young whippersnapper goes through their TF2 phase. Yeah, that's what I said. I said you're quoting a different scene, but from the same episode. Same thing. No. What I said was true. Ooh, I made it. Imagine Valve stopped working on TF2 because they're learning how to count to 3. Yeah, people have been saying that since before I was born. There's no way. They're just working on a different game. There we go, Soul Lantern. Guys, what if I made a Soul Lantern in real life? 4. How many do I need? Probably 2. Let's make that. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now where are my chains? Expiration date when medic says they have 3 days to live, soldier struggles to count to 3. Yeah, it's because he has lead poisoning. That makes him stupid. Kidding, I can't see the chain. Don't cite the ancient texts. I was there when they were written. I think expiration date was the last big update that I was there for. But to be fair, I think there was like one more update after that before they decided to make everything a cosmetic update. So I wasn't missing much by not being there. I bet the lead poisoning is the reason his helmet covers his eyes, because he forgot how to wear a helmet. Probably a contributing factor. I don't have enough. Soldier was affected so heavily by the lead poisoning he went on to win a literal nose-picking contest. Yeah. He also is married to Heavy's sister. Fun fact. I mean, all the mercs have, but I'm pretty sure he's also died and come back from the dead. Because he ate Marasmus's medicine. That was Medic? No, other sister. Anicia, I believe is her name. Medic died and came back to life. Oh no, multiple mercs have died and come back to life. Ah, that looks tacky. I don't like that. What do I got to work with? I have diorite. I could use diorite. But I feel like I use diorite a lot in this build, so I don't want to use it. Ooh, I have polished deep slate. Maybe that would look better? Can I make stairs out of this? Oh, I have a stone cutter down here, don't I? Must be up here. Come back to life on the... And then Scout died and God sent him back. Yes. Yeah, it is what I said. I did say yes. Oh man. God gamer with the sauce. Oh, that looks sick. I really like that actually. This is a nice interior. I'm really liking this. And then I have a few more of these stairs so I can make some furniture. Perfect. Name every merc's real name. No. I don't wanna. Ah, there we go. I have a killer headache. Me too, bestie. Actually, I don't. Today's the one rare exception, although by the end of the stream, I probably will. Oh, God. Thanks for the sub. I got so fucking scared. I tweaked out. I gotta remember that. Well, the sound is working. Whoever subbed, thank you. Did it show the name? It should have showed the name on screen, but I didn't see it. I got jump scared. Well, thank you for the sub, whoever that was. Sorry I missed it. I did jump out of my seat. That one really got me. Oh, I didn't mean to make that. There we go. Anyways, back to naming mercs. And then there is something that I have one more thing up my sleeve that I want to do. Oh, that's what I can use these for. All right, I need a clay pot. Who's the most sane of the mercs? I think it's NG. Tim was quite sane. Well, you say when he's sober very confidently. So you can't offset the Z height on the Mini. That seems like an incredibly basic feature. So apparently, follow up to that. Apparently you can, but the only way to do it is to set it as a G-code override in the slicer. And I don't really like that because then you have to do like multiple tests in a row to make sure that you're shimming it the right way. I don't like that. Could you use brass shim stock to get an accurate offset? Maybe. This is probably a bad thing to admit. I get Z offset based off of experience that I have with getting offsets. So I go based off of like feeling. Because the piece of paper method doesn't really work, so I don't use it. Actually, I'll keep you guys just in case I need you. I want to try a design. Hold on. Nah, I don't like that. Yeah, sanus is NG. Piece of paper. I use the piece of paper method. Hey, here's my feeling. I don't think a method is bad unless it doesn't work. So if it works for you, go for it. Yeah, that's going to use a lot of wood. But it's going to look cool, so... I have a better idea. The material you'd used probably varies spool to spool too much to have one Z offset setting. There, I disagree with you. I think that the material varies material to material, not spool to spool. Like, in general, all PLAs benefit from the same Z offset. But TPU and PTG and PLA do not. That's what I said in the video. Most insane are Pyro and Medic. That I would agree. I would say the Medic probably more so. Oh, that's right. I was going to put them in pots. They don't? What? Why would TPU have a different offset than PLA? Because it has a different squish. Still a little dark in here. Nozzle temp difference. It's not a difference of nozzle temp, though. Even for Greengate PTG, yeah, it's the squish, not the temp. Yeah, actually, temp has very little to do with the Z offset. Outside of the fact that, outside of the mechanical reasons, Z offset isn't impacted by temperature. It's by material. So, like, if you're doing... This is also why I don't know if I like the Z offset. I don't know if it does this, but, like, the K1, for instance, has an auto bed mesh leveling, you know, whatever, like the A1 does. But it doesn't heat the bed when it does it, so it's a cold bed mesh. And a cold bed mesh is inherently different than a heated bed mesh. And another thing that bothers me about the K1Z offset is it doesn't soak the nozzle. So what that means is, since the probe is in the nozzle, I believe it's an infrared scanner, a heat soak and then tell it to do a calibrate. See, that's what I do as well when I do mine. And that's what I do with my SV08 as well. Yes. See, you're on the ball there. But the SV08, since it's a clipper machine, you can actually program in what you want it to do. And so I just program in that I want it to do the calibration at 60. Because 60 is what I normally print at for PLA. I've actually been one who's had to increase my bed temps because I thought that bed temps were supposed to be around 50. But it seems like everybody's using 60 now for PEI beds, so I'm old now. But I've gotten in the habit of heat soaking all my printers. Can you write your own G code to run a hot calibration? No, not really. Because the G code runs a print. It's not necessarily the same as... I don't know enough about this topic to really tell you. My gut feeling is no. Because a bed mesh is a... Like, it will tap a point and then it will send a number to the brains of the printer, which will remember that number. G code is just telling the printer where to move and where the motor should move. So that could be the motor that pushes the filament or the motor that moves the hot end. Also, before I disappear, give me advice on dealing with snipers and pyros on TF2 on 2 Fort. Yeah, G29 is just a command though. So like unless it's a clipper machine where you can change the actual like settings, it will even if you heat soak, as soon as you hit G29, it'll start dropping down to 0. So on the K1, it's okay because it's enclosed, so it'll keep that bed temp relatively hot. But for other materials, for other printers, it could start to cool down, which would screw up your mesh. Tips for dealing with snipers: don't move in predictable ways, and what else? Go in pathways where they don't have direct sightline on you. That would be my advice. Sorry, trying to focus on 3D printing and this and TF2 is fucking me up. There we go, clay pots. And there's nothing in there. Fantastic. One of these days I should make it a mission to fill these as much as I can with stuff. Now pyros. Play a character that has range. If they're good with something like the Scorch Shot, that's the only way a pyro can have range. It's fine, Kyle. You're doing a great job. Thank you. I main NG, so then you should have no problem. I don't know why pyros are so oppressive for you if you're a NG main. You literally have a turret with a Wrangler that can shoot long distance. I don't have the Wrangler equipped. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. No, I want... What are you looking at? Item sorter. Tim's base. No. Iron farm. And then this should teleport me to the village. I know how to win it at TF2. You Alt F4. Oh, that's so true. I had totally forgotten about that method. I wonder if that one... Alright, have fun. Remember, Alt F4 is the that's the, like, it's a dev tool. And I don't think you get banned for using it. I'm not sure, though. Anyway, if it works, come back. And if I'm still streaming, you can tell me how many items you got. Alt F4 doesn't even work in TF2, lol. Have you tried it? Sounds like somebody hasn't tried it. Alt Tab 100% works in TF2, all jokes aside, so I think then Alt F4 does work. Alright, I'm gonna let that cook, and I'll be right back. Hold on. Control W used to be the real meta, but that one got nerfed. Alt Tab 1,000,000% works though. I use that pretty much every time I stream. Yes, I tried Alt F4 and the game didn't close. Tried Alt Tab and it didn't change apps. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what PC you're running, but I literally use Alt Tab every single time I stream TF2. So, because it's the only way that I can quickly swap back to my stream. I'm gonna use the you know what else works. That's a good one. Windows 10 Pro, it's an HP, but it's kind of potato PC. But it can run TF2. Well, I mean, a garbage disposal can run TF2. That game is so old. I'd be more scared if your computer couldn't run it. Oh wait, I can just die. I have not tried since 2013 to run TF2. That's funny. See, I just alt-tabbed right there. You're gonna disappear for real? Thanks for stopping by. I think that TF2 came out when OMB was born. That's real. I think so. Earlier he said, "Oh, the Krotsky kick came out in 2016 or something like that. 2015, I think, is what he said." That's that. He's probably very angry that I got it wrong because that's when he was born. We'll have to visit your mother. He's still here. Okay, and your point. I'm aura farming. You don't understand. Alright. Oh, perfect. I got 3 of these. Ah, it's on the wrong side. I could have made jokes about OMB's mom. Oh, she's in the next room. Oh, no. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, and then this, and oh man, I only have 1 of these. Gonna need 2 more. Yes, it's a perfect number. Are people deleting comments? Why does it keep shifting like there's comments going up and down? Oh man, this looks amazing. I love this. This is looking good. Okay. Do I have cobblestone by any chance? I don't. Too late dreams. We all seen it. Oh, you deleted the comment about his mom. Okay. I feel bad. He's like 9. Yeah, I read it out loud on stream. My chat's wilding out there. I need 1 more. Okay, perfect. You're kidding. Because it's stone, it won't craft. Suffering from success. Nope, I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. Now you might ask, Ace, why do you split all your items up halfway like that? It's because an even 8 coal will melt or smelt 64 blocks. So that's why I'm counting it out. Okay, so back to the A1 video. Did you have any other comments about stuff that you were surprised by? One thing that I did get a comment about that I wanted to expand on a little bit. I didn't talk about why that the... So I talked about the fact that the AMS can't use TPU, but I didn't explain why. The reason I didn't is not because I don't know why. It's because I don't care why it doesn't. I know why it doesn't. And the CFS and I believe the ACE system, they also can't use TPU. To my knowledge, there's only one multicolor system right now on the market that can, or multicolor printer that uses a single tool head like that can use... I only know of one printer right now that can use TPU, besides like the tool changer on any printer that has a tool changer. And that is the FlashForge something. There's like a FlashForge has a printer. I can't remember the... I think it's called like the AD5X. Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, that one is the only one that I know of that can use... Yeah, there it is. AD5X. That one can use regular TPU. But it's because they're single-geared extruders. So the way that it works is you have an idler wheel and the extruder gear. And what will happen is that the extruder gear is tied into the motor, and so it will spin. And it will push the filament up against the roller bearing, and that will then turn the rotational movement into linear motion, which will push the filament through. Most modern printers are double gear. So they have a gear on either side so they can grip the filament better. That's why most modern printers can print more flexible TPU with less issue. I think I screwed this up. Oh, I didn't! We're swagging out on them, guys. Now, I want to see something. Hold on. I have the glass to spare, so I'm gonna see. But I'm pretty sure if I do this and then one... Oh, so it works both ways. So there's no way to, like, screw it up. That's good. So I need this here. Look at that. Oh, that looks amazing. I love that. Oh, that really pulls the whole area together. I like that. Woo! Okay, let's see how much amber I have. Not a lot. That's not good. Shoot. I really don't want to have to... Damn. I don't think I'm going to have enough. Okay, so it is a one-way street for these. Comment backwards, silly. Whoa! You really are getting bored if that's the type of shit you're No, I'm just kidding. So I do not have enough resin to make the idea that I wanted to. But what I was thinking is that I would... Let me do it with a different block. And then I'll do it with... the amber, just to see if I like it. I don't think I have enough of that block either. So, yeah, anyway, I was not complaining that I wasn't complaining that the A1 can't use TPU just because. I was complaining because their solution was to just make their own filament that worked. It wasn't to, like, make an AMS that was dual geared. It was another... Their solution was another one that just made things more proprietary. And I don't really like that. Now, I don't have a better solution, so it's not like I can pitch anything. My big issue was just that I feel like every choice that they make is specifically to close off their ecosystem further and further. What I was kind of responding to, and I mentioned it in the video, was the people that said, oh, Bamboo would never make their filaments proprietary. And I said, well, they already kind of have. You know, because if you want to print TPU on their AMS in multicolor, you have to buy their special TPU for AMS. What about the leaked printer? So I mentioned it, but I didn't show off any pictures because it got leaked before I finished the... It got leaked after I had finished the script, so I wasn't as interested in talking about it. I don't know what all it has, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble that's told me more information about it, but I just can't get excited about anything that this company does. And I hate to be that negative when I say that, but I'm sorry. I have to be, kind of very honest about it. It's hard to get excited about anything that they put out because I know the reputation that the company has. And I mentioned that towards the end of the video. That was my big closing argument, was people were so excited because they came out with the AMS, but then people were like, oh, well, see, you can't use the AMS unless you have a Bamboo machine. And then they said they were going to come out with multicolor for all. But multicolor for all was buy this other printer and then you can use it. So it didn't really make it more accessible. It just was a new printer you could buy. So everything that they come out with, I just am like, all right, cool. Can't wait for another thing that is in their ecosystem. And from what I've heard about it, so please, clip, timestamp, whatever you need to, remember this, because I made these same comments in my video. I said in 2023, here are the issues that I see with the A1 Mini. Then I bought the A1, and all of my issues were proved 100% true. There was not a single instance where I went, you know what, I was wrong about this. If what they say is true about this printer is true, it sounds like they are going to make themselves even closer to 2D printer companies like Canon, for instance. It sounds like they are moving forward towards making themselves even more locked down with this new printer. I have insider info, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble. So unfortunately, I don't think I can be any more specific with it. But there is one specific feature that they are going to make this printer ride and die on. And it has to do with multicolor. And I think it's going to backfire because it's going to make the printer even more locked down than their previous printers. So, because, like I said with the TPU for AMS, their new printer seems like it's made with the mentality of, we got to make every filament TPU for AMS. I can't say much more outside of that. What I can say is the leaked pictures look like it has a dual hot end. And my video started with the dual hot end of the XYZ DaVinci. And I'm like, oh my god, this video gets better. It ages so well. Doesn't Canon have the tank? Or is it Epson? One of them has the Eco tank. But where are you going to buy the ink from? You know, there's nobody else that makes printer ink besides the main printer ink people. You know? When you buy refills for it, you're just buying Canon refill ink. So you're right. I feel it's the illusion of openness. I will farm my own squid. What did I come over here for? Oh, I wanted the copper from my house. And use crushed dandelions for yellow, yeah. That's basically what I'm doing with the ArtMe. I hope Guns Out is still here. If you're here still here, sound off for me. But I made sure to post my updates on YouTube community so you could see them. Would be die if you think I won't. I don't get that joke, sorry. So did that help? Were you able to see what the new thing I'm working on is? I never know with YouTube community because I have a burner account that I sub to myself with specifically so I can see how things look when I post them. And I normally get my YouTube community posts in my own feed, which means that they should be going out. Woe betide is an old expression. Must be a British saying. Because I am not familiar as a Yank with this saying. If this isn't enough copper, I'm gonna... A swatch holder and a scraper. You already made a video about that, though. No, I made a community post. I didn't repost the same videos this week, did I? No, it should be new posts. There we go. There. Oh, don't play McDonald's ad in the middle of my stream. Guess my video's over. Community. Maybe I'm confusing it with the comment you made about being a sucker for trinkets. No, no, no. So I posted YouTube community. It's like YouTube's version of Twitter. I made a YouTube community post on when did I post it? It was on the 13th, which was Thursday. I made a post on Thursday. I mentioned the new Recreator collab I'm doing. Oh, Gigi's home. I wanted to tell you about the new collab I'm doing because I thought you'd think it was sick. I'm like so excited. I can't wait. I mean, the Art Me stream was sponsored, but does Ace need to go home? Why is he nearly dead? Oh, because I haven't eaten. Hold on. Sorry. Dreams gets mad when I do that too, so you're not the only one that noticed that. Also, Orchid, I think you'll like this pattern that I'm doing. Oh, I didn't make it. Rats. I love this. I don't know when they added it, but if you can jump and hit it, it'll eventually break the block. That is such a good feature. Whoever added that, they need a raise. Shack, yeah. I couldn't come up with a better name for it. I think I'm gonna have just enough copper to finish this. I would notice if this cold wasn't my big enough to be Shack. That is such a sick look. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's see how the cooking upstairs is doing. God, this stair design is so sick. I did such a good job. Sorry, I'm a little self-conscious about my builds because I've gotten comments that they're not good before. I mean, it's the whole big thing on the server. The big joke is that my house looks like crap, even though I thought it looked really good. So when I take a step back and I'm like, you know what? These builds actually look good. I like that. Now what I got to figure out is lighting. That's the one issue that this shack has. This will be the easiest one to build because I can reach all the wood to break it off later. I've got 2 more. And then I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Just wait, you haven't seen the full extent of it yet. I've got this idea, and if it looks good, I'll be so happy. I normally just copy my designs from other places, but this one's been mostly my own design. I did steal the top shack design from Mojang themselves. So that one is a little bit less my own. You are indeed cooking. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. Oh, I don't know when you got back, Orchid, but let me hold on. Aside from these boxes, this upper part here is done. I made this chandelier. I think this thing looks sick. And then I've got the blue lanterns everywhere. And then I've got these little tables here. And next to them are the 4 plants that made this possible. Oh, no! Oh, man. Okay. So there's technically 2 different types. There's the open and closed. But I guess when you put them in the pot, they'll open. Dang it. All right. Well, I guess... Hold on. Oh, don't break that. And it was one of the... I'll just do one of the closed. There we go. So yeah, there's the closed and the opened. I think the open looks sick because it's supposed to look like an eye because they're called eye blossoms. There's the closed, there's the open. I think they look really beautiful. I like them a lot. Okay. Let's get to crafting. There's always 2 left over. And then there we go. Barely 5 p.m. and I'm already ready for bed. Well, it's 5 p.m. almost 5 p.m. for me, not for you. For you, it's like what, midnight? 1,000,000,000 o'clock at night. Alright, if this doesn't look good, I'm gonna be so sad. But I have so much faith in this. "2031, I'm from the future. I don't know what that is in regular people time, not military time, but... I really hate that it does that to full blocks, but can't change it. It's 8:31. Okay. I both love and hate using glass panes, but now that I have a Silk Touch pickaxe, I feel a lot more confident building with them. Okay. So let's see how this looks. Hopefully it looks good. Oh, I love it. I think it looks great. Oh, you're heading off to bed? Oh, bye dreams. I'll miss you. This cold you gave me is kicking my ass. You could put light blocks into the open area of the panes. What do you mean open areas? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so I was hoping to leave it open as like a part of the design, but I see what you mean. I'll figure out lighting. Let me get this figured out first. Where can I stand? Perfect, right there. Boom, boom, boom. Like the middle of the big triangle. Yeah. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh, I really like that. I like it a lot. The crossing looks so good right there. This looks so sick. I'm very proud of this build. Okay. Perfect. Now, boom, 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 boom. And now I'm out. Swap the blue for black and the orange for red. It'd be an Edgelord temple. Said nice in case I fall asleep. Unlike OMB, I don't deny that I've not left. OMB is still in chat. I'm glad you didn't leave. So, was there any other big I think my favorite comment that I've gotten a few comments like this that are, so there's the people that agree with me. There's the people that are, I'm not going to say bamboo shills because that's negative and that's not where I want to go. But there's people who are like, well, it works for me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad it works for you. That's my point, though, is that it doesn't work for me. And I was promised or told that it would work for me, and it doesn't. So it's a disappointment. That's how that works. So getting that comment, it's kind of like, yeah, that's my point. Like, I'm glad it worked for you. I'm happy. You know, I'm never going to tell you, oh, you can't do this thing. I'm going to say I can't recommend it because my experience was bad. But that doesn't mean that you can't have a good experience with it. But acting like everybody will automatically have that good experience is how we get crappy products. Or continue to get crappy products. And that was kind of the reason that I started by talking about XYZ. Because people had awful experiences with them and stopped buying their product and they went out of business. I could barely get that footage that I got for the video. I had a section while I was editing that said I could not get footage of this, sorry. So like I had just random footage over top of it, and then I managed to find some in like the annals of this dead YouTube channel of some of the footage of what I was talking about. But like, you know, and the reliability thing I think is a very interesting point. I don't know. I've never owned a 3D printer that's been reliable. It's more so like anals is not what you said. Yeah, that's a word. That's a word. It's spelled differently than what you think. It's not bad. I'm sorry. I'm swapping between my academic talk and my slang talk. That's an academic word. Sorry. I kind of want an XYZ printer. Didn't Chep use them heavily for a while? Sorry, distraction. Nah, you're good. You don't want an XYZ printer. You seriously don't. They're not good machines. You just want it because it's like a piece of garbage and you're like, oh, I need to fix it. But like, it's seriously, it's not worth it. That's why I was saying, like, There's a reason the company went out of business. If they were good printers, they would still be around and used. But yes, one of Chep's earliest videos was talking about the XYZ printer. That's how I found Chep, is because I was having so much issue and I was like, what do I do? And I would watch his videos for help. I thought it was said differently. Oh no, you're fine. I'm not insulted. I have an interesting vocabulary, and so I'm not offended by people not knowing what I'm talking about. Six. So I need... I'm always going to have 2 extra. Now I have 4. There we go. Now I'm good and even. I've only read it. Is it better to die than pain? Oh, I'm doing both methods. The only reason I'm doing both methods is because I had some left over in my inventory from testing if they're the exact same, and I was like, oh, I want to use these up while I have them. Yes, I want one exactly for that reason. It's why I want a cupcake 3D printer. Why would you want a terrible printer? All right, take care. See ya. If I stop streaming before you come back, I'm glad that you were here. We need to plan another Minecraft collab, and I need to see about getting into the SMP that we talked about. But that's I gotta do that eventually. I mean, I guess. I'd much rather you spend your time on something that's way more worth it, like making a good printer better rather than a crappy printer okay. Like, I legitimately think it would be a better usage of your time to, like, soup up an ender or something like that. It's seriously a waste of time printer. Printer block printer. See, I think the printer block printer is worth much more than the XYZ DaVinci 2.0 Duo. Also, I showed off in the footage, but the thermistor wire got mangled. So it is right now it's defunct unless I were to buy a secondhand part because it's proprietary. So that's another thing. If the parts for the printer are proprietary and the company ever goes defunct, then you can't repair it. Because if I wanted to repair it, I'd have to buy an entire new extruder setup, and they don't sell them anymore. So I'd have to get it secondhand, and it would have to be perfect, like in perfect condition to like fix it. So like I'd have to do a board swap. I'd have to do... So at that point, like how many parts am I replacing on this printer that I could just... I'm basically building a new printer. Why would I not just build a better printer, like a Voron or some shit? Shit, I don't know how I'm going to put these last couple pieces in. Very carefully, I guess, is the answer. Is it not E3D style? No. I'm not sure. I mean, I could go in and I could tear it apart and give you a better answer, but I just am not sure. It's just not worth it, dude, I'm telling you. Trust me, I'm not trying to scam you. Of course. Whatever. I almost got an Ultimaker Duo for $70. Damn, that's sick. Hey, if there's anybody out there that doesn't want a printer and is going to East Coast Rep Rap, I will take them off your hands. What's it called? There was an event. Oh, specifically Enders. I would love to. I was talking to Josh about this. We should. I was like, I really would love to get some more Enders so we could build like some Mark V kits. I got the 2 Prusa Minis instead. Not a bad trade up. Damn, I'm gonna have to build up, aren't I? So, was there anything else anybody had seen in the video that they wanted to talk more with me about? I'm all ears. And I love to yap. I think I'd like to make a follow-up. I've already basically finished the script for the upgrades video, and I don't plan to address any of the stuff that was left up in the air in the previous video. I want them to not stand on their own, but kind of I saw your handsome face. Where? Oh, that looks amazing. Wait, are you serious? Is my face somewhere in the footage? For the video? Because then I'd have to take down the video. Say psych. Did I miss it? Oh my god, you're freaking me out. That's like commenting, "Oh, Ace, did you know that you accidentally doxed yourself?" It's like, what? No, I didn't know that. Because if I do this, it covers up the face. I like the torch better. I didn't get the notification. I have not seen it. All right, well, let me know. I mean, you can always... You could also do... You could just DM me on what's it called? You could just DM me on Discord. If there's something that you wanted me to elaborate on. But pretty much everything that I said, I had already said on a stream. It was just condensed and edited and said better. With less ums. The amount of ums that I have to edit out of my footage is very funny. Well, it's less so now that I started scripting my videos. I don't like scripting, but it was the best way to do it. I'll message you on Slack. Teams. I've used both. I really don't like Slack. I think it's kind of not great, but I've used it before. Okay. Or is it Bebo? I don't Bebo's the one I don't know. So you've got me there. I think this is where I'd like it to be level with. So right there. And then I'm going to have to build across to this, aren't I? Oh! Side question. So not about the content. How was like the editing and the music and the other stuff? OBS crashed. And we're back. So I've been trying to make the videos more interesting. And I hope I achieved that with this most recent video. I need 4 stairs. Okay. I can't believe that worked. I can't stop winning. Okay, perfect. Now here, here, and here with these. And boom, boom. Do I have another one? Nah. I knew I wasn't going to make that jump. Luckily, I'm building right next to the stairs, so I can just walk up and I can go here and chop this down. And boom. Alrighty, look at that. This is looking good. Now, what I plan to do here will be the last thing. I'm planning to extend the glass all the way down, but instead of doing the white, I'm probably just going to do regular glass because the white, the color I don't think will matter too much. I'm going to drain all the water out, and I'm going to make it look really nice underneath as well. And yeah, I think that's going to be really cool. But I really like, I am so obsessed with this right here. This look is so sick. I'm very happy with how the colors for this turned out. So I think the last thing that I'm going to do... Thank you, for sirs. Are you for sirs or for lie? Oh, there's a... There's a portal in here, I know. 6 sirs. It's 1 more, or 2 more than 4 sirs. Item sorter. I need that. Item sorter is... I just passed it. Right? Do I need the item sorter? What do I need? No. I need something. What do I need? End. The end. So I think next week I might do a Maker Monday instead of Minecraft Monday. But the next time we come back, I'll finish up the basement of the shack there. But I wanted to grab more sand. I think 4 is probably good enough. And then I need my sword. Okay, my stuff's healed too. Get this out of my hand. Move this to here, you to here, you to here. Oh shoot, I missed. I was not trying to die like that. One of these days, Kirby's gonna log on without me knowing, and he's gonna turn off keep inventory, and I'm gonna like jump into the void and lose all my stuff with no hope of getting it back. God, this looks so sick. I love it. It's like an ice cream shop. I kind of agree. My biggest complaint is that this feels too compressed. Like, I almost feel like I should have made it skinnier. I mean, now it's built already, so it you know. Oh, I forgot. These should go one more over. Do I have enough wood for that? I can just wait. It's okay. I'm very happy with how that turned out. That's awesome. I know those are both closed, but this looks so sick in here. It's vanilla with mint flakes and chocolate chip. But yeah, you come down here. This color right here is so cool. Mixing the whites and the blues and the oranges. Oh man, that's a sick color. All right, well, I know it's a little bit early because I normally end 5 or later, but that's pretty much all I had to talk about, like all to do, and I don't want to I don't have time to start a new thing. So I think that's where I'm going to call it for today. Let me put some glass in here so it can be smelting for the next time I play. Again, not sure if that'll be next week or the week after. There we go. Sorry, I don't like having a full inventory. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. And I finally finished printing the real life blue lantern. So that'll be another video that you guys will get to see, which I'm so excited for. So yeah, end of stream stuff. I have 2 shorts coming out this week. 2 more in the Bamboo Upgrades series. The first couple got amazing feedback. The part 1 was like one of the most viewed videos on my channel. It is heavily liked, the swatch holder. But yeah, I've got one that comes out the 18th, so that's tomorrow, and then I've got one that comes out on Thursday. Those should be kind of cool. I do have to say I'm a little bit biased towards the one that comes out on Thursday because I used a special technique with the 2.85 millimeter filament, and so I have a little bit of a bias towards that. If you haven't already seen the A1 video, my review, that was a huge video for me, so please go and check that out. I'm very happy with how it turned out as well. And yeah, so that's pretty much all there is for me for content. Oh, I'll be back on Wednesday, and I'll be playing Batman Arkham City, which was requested by the chat. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. Anything anybody has before I end the stream that they want to say? No? Going once, going twice, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, Dreams. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye!